Dorod Bar Shoma, everybody. Hello and welcome. Starting off today with a request. I've had this one come up a couple times. So we're doing a HIPHOPOLOGIST song. We're doing NASAKHE and NOSKHE. Hopefully that's close to the correct pronunciation. I got my coffee and let's get into it. So before I run the video, two things. I do not speak Farsi. Aside from that incredible opening phrase that pronunciation is flawless. Aside from that, really, I don't speak Farsi. So, there's going to be stuff that I miss. There's going to be contextual, cultural stuff that I miss because I just don't know that much about Iran. I'm always happy to learn more. Please, in the comments, people have been giving me some really interesting information about rap culture and sort of the struggle between the new art form and the government and how all that's interplaying. And that's really interesting. I'm really excited to learn that stuff. So please, tell me more. But because of that, there's going to be stuff in the lyrics that I probably miss. I'm not a vocal coach. I'm not a professional reviewer. I just do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy it. And I like to check out new music. So just to say, if you're looking for an expert opinion, you can probably find it, but it's not going to be me. And then part two of this is don't be a dick. You may not like this song. You may not like this style of music. You may not like me. A surprising number of people don't like me. But that's okay. You're not required to like me or like my opinion. But I try to be really respectful and thoughtful when I do these. So I would just ask that you be respectful and thoughtful in your comments. Feel free to disagree with me, but let's just keep it positive and polite. All right. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is NASAKHE NOSKHE by HIPHOPOLOGIST. It's possible that should be more of a khe, NASAKHE, NOSKHE, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get into it. Ooh, that's good espresso.
میگن نسخه نسخه فن تو اتاقش ولی بعد میگه پشتم مینو همه تقلم ولی عملا نرجم واسم میا برف ترابیلو چون که قطبم نه نگو خاطر تیری پات واسه هافمه نه نکو کی گوزی اینجا نمیده آنته نه پا تو این ویو از همه تاپتن داشیا تو ترابیلو دافیا تو گاردن انقدر شدم پلی حرفی نمون به جز فیکی دیگه شدم می نهودم هم مثل بیبی مدالام الان جا نمیشه عقب تریلی ترپ مانی به کودکای کار میدم ایدیش با بچه هتلم تو کلم با خشی میگه برعکس همه دو کیا لشی بکسم ماتماتیگانم مشون وشی اگه چاقالی نیاریم فاز ترپی 5 کیلو چارت جهانی میرم تکی جوز فیک میزنی چون خودت کپی تو هم گوتی فقط وقتی رو علفی داری کشاقی ولی هنو خزی میگن نسخه نسخم فن تو اتاقش ولی بعد میگه پشتم مینا همه تقلم ولی عملا نرجم واسم میا برف ترابیلو چون که قطبم هنو میرم لب وکل میگیرم تو بیسمن بزا اینا علکی بگیرم فاز پیمن میرم رو مشتری شب و میگن زده غیبت میگن تلگرام پخش شده نود اکست میگن ماجی فیک ساید افکت های فیمه سروش فاز بچمه چینا فاز بیبه دکتر رفت نمیکنه میگن زشته میگم شده فاک و فندرزا تو جسته بابا فلو میزنمت نبانه 6 ساعت قفله رو درک انگا که ولی یه موقع فکر نکن فقط گیمه میندازیم رود ختمن مثل ممه بچمچ یه زمانی ته خلافم بود کوشاد دور الان کیلوی زیر یووی روم حساب کن یه زمانو بدنی میریختم توی کاندوم الان واسه فیت زنگ میخوره توی سایفون اونقدر دارم میدم محلمون نظری کسی نداشت بهش میکنن کمک نقدی حتی نرم باشگاه میزنمت لفظی حق فیت دارم اندازه دکل نفتی بر 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 میگن نسخه نسخم فن تو اتاقش ولی بعد میگه پشتم بک تو بک دیس میاد میگیرم به تخمم وقتی میا برف ترابیلو دیگه قطبم وقتی میا برف ترابیلو دیگه قطبم تراب دوکی that's F1 نسخه پی HIPHOPOLOGIST یه رو تو شهرت وسط جمع دیدم تنهام با آب جام رفا قدیمی ها رو ازم دور کرد چون بودم قوی تر آرزوام همه سلامتی هم میزنن خوشحالن از اینکه پیشمن یه سریاشون جلو روم خوبم وقتی که رفتم پشت سرم میزنن فکر میکنم میدونن کیم فکر میکنم میدونن کیان میزنن زر میان و میرن فکر میکنن نمیدونم کیان بودم بلادی شدن دشمن که بدن انگیزه به مشتم هیپوپولوژیست پرسید از سروش خوب کردم بهتری یا کشتن بگیرن کیه بام شما لابلاش کینام صدا دریا زامن کمری صدا فندک خسخس ریام عوض شدم فصلا نقطه قوتم شدن دردا با کاغان بودیم تو لحظه وقتی بودن تو دغدغه فردا کی رفته کی مونده کی نیست من هیچ چیز همیشگی نیست توی کشورم شبیه مهاجرام هیچ چیز بدتر غریبگی نیست منم یه روزی میرم و نمیام چمدون جمعه میشینم ماهام با اینکه منی بشه داستان تراس نوام به جز شایان ببین پسر دادم نمیشه آتیش اوجی دافش بخوری سن سی شده حدودی حال میده لش خیابون غروبی ببین پسر دادم نمیشه آتیش اوجی دافش بخوری سن سی شده حدودی حال میده لش خیابون غروبی حتی دزدی بره بالا ترکا بازم رو میزنم تنها واسم مهم نیکی بوده خواهن کار ما دنبالشون هر جا حتی سنم برسه 50 باز دوکی یکی داره رفو تو خیابون همه جا سیف نی حتی ریسپکت بدم به گنگا من وا کردم شکم ترسو بخیه زدم با همین دستا این چیزا سروشو نمیکشه حتی بریزن روم همه نسلا چیزی نی رو آخرش مرگه احتیاط نمیکنم تو حرفا مهم نی که صدام از کجا میاد مهم اینه که میشکونه مرزا میخوره به هم لیوانا صدا کینه رو میبینم تو دوتا چشا شعرام به بیتا میکنه تجاوز دیس چیه فنام بهش میاد زنا بزرگ شدم لای این شتا تو با کلی کشن و گدایی پولو هر روز میان و میرم فقط هم یه چیز میمونه صدا ببین پسر دادم نمیشه آتیش اوجی دافش بخوری سن سی شده حدودی حال میده لش خیابون غروبی ببین پسر دادم نمیشه آتیش اوجی دافش بخوری سن سی شده حدودی حال میده لش خیابون غروبی دکتر رفا بیت کاگان کیو
I like that one. Okay, so as I say every time I do one of these songs, obviously, I don't know exactly what the lyrics are about. You know, I'm doing my best to try to follow the video, but it's not giving me a whole lot to go on. Some of the things I noticed, I like how when he's rapping, I like how stoic he looks, right? You know, different people have different ways to get into the mood, but to me, and this may be intentional, right? This may be why he's doing it this way, but the scary people, right? The people that you have to really worry about are not the people that are constantly yapping, right? The people that are getting all up in their emotions and yelling and screaming and being really dramatic and demonstrative. Those aren't generally the people that you should be scared of, because they tend to be people who feel like they have something to prove, right? Who feel like maybe they're not getting the respect they deserve, and so they feel like they have to try and justify it. The people you should be afraid of are the people who just maintain that 1,000-yard stare, we call it in the U.S., or I guess in the Western English-speaking countries, but that not necessarily cold, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be sociopathic, but just that total calmness because you're in control of the situation, right? Whatever's happening around me, I'm in control. I don't have to worry about him. I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to worry about the ops, right? Because I'm the king. Whatever it is, I got it covered. And so I like the way he raps because it's that same sort of, it's that look, right? It's all very, very controlled. He's not, he's doing a little demonstration and stuff, but for the most part, he's just delivering his lines straight to camera. His expression's not changing. He's not looking around. He's not getting real hype with the hands or the dancing or anything like that. He's just, right? He's just letting you know what it is. And I think that's cool. Like, that to me that would be more intimidating, than somebody getting all emotional, because somebody who's in control of their emotions can remain in control of a situation. This is generally true. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed all his boys. Now, I will say I'm not a Lakers fan, so I'm gonna have to minus 1 point for the Lakers jersey. No offense. I understand. International exposure to sports tends to be the top 4 or 5 teams. So I got a Gunners jersey too. Interesting. Just an aside. It's probably not important, but the Arsenal, Arsenal, they're sponsored by Emirates. Arsenal, Emirates. Yeah, they play at the Emirates. How do the Iranian people feel about the UAE? I don't know if there's any reason for there to be beef there, but he's wearing a shirt that says Emirates on it. I understand it's a soccer shirt, so maybe it doesn't cause any ruckus. But that'd be interesting to know if that's the sort of thing that, if he wore that in public, if people would hassle him about it, because there is stuff like that in the U.S. where if you're in the wrong part of the country and you're wearing the wrong jersey, people will hassle you. But also if you're representing the wrong country, for instance, if I showed up somewhere wearing an Iran jersey or bringing a Palestinian flag with me, I would probably get hassled for it, depending on where I was, because the general attitude in this country is not overly positive towards those countries or people groups. Anyway, that's not really related to the music. It's just a question I have. Yeah, I really like this. So it is NASAKHE, NOSKHE. So I was close. That feels good. I like the beat. Either Kagan or Kagan. I'm not. Again, my pronunciation of Farsi is. I do my best, but I'm not always confident. So I don't know how standard the rules are on you've got to get the sound at the back of your throat. If it's with every time there's in English a K or a KH sound, if that's always a or if it's sometimes just pronounced a little bit more the way I would do it, right, as an English speaker. But anyway, so Kagan, I liked his beat. I thought it was really good. Around 3:15, right? So you have the first few minutes of the song, then you have that little break, and then it comes back. The bass comes in around 3:15 or 3:20, and it's really nice. I really love that. I think it can be really, really effective when you're making a music and you're making a beat. When you let that bass just completely drop out for a minute, and you keep it in the the snare and maybe the synth, right, or the upper register, and you let that go for 4 or 8 bars, and then you drop in the bass nice and hard. Not exactly like you would do it on an EDM song, right? It's not a bass drop. It's just it gives body back to the lines that you're saying, and it's a good way to emphasize, right? Especially if you're coming into a section of the song that you really want people to feel it, right? You want it to hit people. You let that bass drop out for a couple bars, and then when you come into that line that you really want to hit, you bring that bass in, and so you get a double punch, right, from the bass and then from the lyrics. I think it's really effective. I really liked it. So I guess this is newer than I thought it was. This video, it's only been out for about a week, so I'm on top of things, getting to it. Next attempt at Farsi. Mamnun video ro didin. Supposed to say thank you for watching my video, or something to that effect. If I pronounce that even close to right, please tell me, because I would like to get that right. But in English, thank you for watching my video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you would. It helps me out. If you're not familiar with HIPHOPOLOGIST, go check his work out, because he's really talented. I like all of these guys so far that I've reviewed, and 021G, right? Not just guys, but Putak, Puri, HIPHOPOLOGIST, Yas, Karsi. I like all of them. So go check them out. And have a good day, everybody. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And don't talk to cops.